Hello everybody and welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how to make some Spider-Man cake push pops. And for the purpose of the video I'm just going to use cake mix. So you want to get a white cake mix, and I'm using the Pillsbury Moist Supreme, and dump that into your bowl. Next it calls for 1 cup of water and 1/3 cup of vegetable oil and 3 whole eggs. Now I'm just going to mix this around for a couple of minutes and I'll show you what to do next. Now you can see I've got the cake mix into one bowl and I've got another bowl here beside it. I'm just going to separate the cake mix in half and put half in the other bowl and keep half in this bowl. Once you've got your cake mix separated, go ahead and take some red and some blue food coloring, and I'm going to go ahead and dye 1/2 of the cake mix blue. And then take your red food coloring, dye the other half red. Once you've got all your cake batter dyed, we're going to go ahead and pour it into our cupcake liners, and you don't have to pour 2/3 of the way like you would normally a whole cupcake, because you're not actually going to make cupcakes. We're going to cut these out, so you can just fill it maybe halfway or even a little less with the cake batter. Once you've got all your cupcake liners filled with red and blue cake mix, then you're going to bake it at 350 degrees for 19 to 22 minutes if you're using the kind of cake mix I'm using, or just follow the recipe that you're using on the box. Meanwhile, while the cupcakes are in the oven, you can go ahead and take some fondant, or if you don't have fondant, you can use a jelly bean and some licorice, or anything you've got would work. But I'm going to go ahead and use fondant, so I'm going to do this ahead of time, and I'm just going to take a picture that I've got off the internet on my cell phone of the Spider-Man logo, and I'm just going to make that out of fondant and try to shape it as best I can. And I'm just going to leave it on the counter here for a little while the cupcakes bake, and that way it'll get pretty firm and I can just lift it up and sit it on top of the cake pop whenever I'm finished with it. Now I've got my push pop stand, and if you buy these, please get them from Amazon.com or somewhere else online, because they're way cheaper than buying them at the store. Now what I've done is my cupcakes are finished and I've taken them out and just cut the cupcakes in half to get any of the brown off, and I'm just going to take the top of another container and cut the cupcake out in the shape of it, and then place one part of it in the bottom of the push pop container. Then take your black frosting with a small round tip and go around the top layer of the red cake. Next you're going to cut out a piece of the blue cupcake and just place that right there on top of the icing. Now you're going to put some black icing on top of the blue cake, just like you did the red, and place a piece of the red cake on top of that. You're just alternating the colors there. And place you some more black frosting on top of the red cake. And you're going to cut out another piece of blue and just place it on top of the black icing. Now instead of the black icing this time, you're going to use white, and we're just going to top it off with that and place a cap on top of the push pop if you're not going to eat it now and you're going to store it for later. Now if you're going to eat these now and not store it for later, then take something like I made with the fondant of the spider, and you're just going to place the parts of it on top of the frosting and add a little bit more frosting to the top and make it come up a little more, make it really pretty, and the spider will stick better to it also. So we're just going to take my spider has had time to harden up, so I'm just going to take the pieces of the legs and attach them to the body on top of the frosting. And this is what your finished spider cake push pop looks like. Alright everybody, this is a picture of the final product with both types of cake push pops together, with the cap and without the cap, for storage or for ready to use now. Either way, they're really cute, and I hope you enjoy this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, please do so, and I will see you next week in my next baking video. Thanks for watching. Bye!